Today's lesson is lesson 11, integers and number lines. This is a foundations for addition of integers. Common Core Standards 6NS5 and 6NS7A and B. Go ahead and write your name and the title of this lesson down on your notes and push play when you're ready to continue. In our previous lesson, we talked about the number line and zero and the relationship of numbers compared with zero. We also talked about that zero can represent a lot of things. We talked about it representing sea level, or zero in a bank account, or temperature. So we use positive and negative numbers to reflect a lot of things in real life. So just a quick reminder on the number line. Remember, the number line goes on and on forever, that direction. And on this side of zero, it is the positive numbers. Think of it like the money that is in your pocket. And on this side of zero, it also goes on and on forever and ever. And on this side is the negative numbers. Think of it as the money that you owe to people. On this side, the higher you go, the more money that you have in your pocket. On this side here, the higher you go, the more money you have in your pocket, the greater that is. And on this side, the further down you go this way, the more money you owe somebody, and that's always bad, so the less it is. So negative 10 is worse than negative 2. Owing somebody $10 is worse than owing somebody $2. So there's a quick review on the number line. Today we're going to go deeper into moving around on that number line and putting numbers together, both positive and negative, kind of a precursor for adding integers. Alright, so let's just start with an I do. So go ahead and put your pencil down and just focus your brain on this, and I'll take you through how this is done. It looks much more complicated, I think, than you'll find that it's pretty easy. The football team had 4 downs, which are, in football terms, are chances, to move the ball 10 yards. On their first down, they gained 5 yards. On their second down, they lost 4 yards. On their third down, they lost 6 yards. Then losing yards in football is going backwards. On their fourth down, they gained 5 yards. What was their yards gained or lost? So we don't know whether they gained yardage or lost yardage from the starting point we consider 0, which is the line of scrimmage. So let's go ahead and use a number line to help us out for that. Okay, and we'll call 0 that line of scrimmage being the point where they began their 4 attempts. And it says, and this looks like a lot of information, but just like I've been telling you, don't shove the whole waffle in your mouth, just take everything piece by piece. So we know that they have 4 chances to move the ball 10 yards. On their first down, their first chance, they gained 5 yards. Well, gained is a good thing. Gained is a positive word. So they went forward, which is what they were trying to do, by 5 yards. So if we start at 0 and we move 5 spots, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now they have gained 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. And they are currently sitting with 5 points. 5 yards. On their second down, they lost 4 yards. They went backwards 4 yards. And remember, they're trying to go forward. So a loss is a negative 4. So they had a positive 5, and now they've gotten a negative 4. So we're starting here at positive 5 because that's where we left off, right? They had moved the ball forward that far. And now they're going to lose 4 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves them at positive 1. So now they're on their next down, they're going to be here at positive 1. That's where they're starting. So on their third down, they lost 6 yards. They went backwards again. So we're going to go backwards 6 yards, starting from where we left off here at positive 1. So we're losing 6, negative 6. So we're going to go, I better mark it, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on number line that would be negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. We went backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that had us land right here at negative 5. So we're currently at negative 5. I hope they gain some yardage on the next one. Okay. On their fourth down, they gained, which means they went forward. That's good. That's a positive word. 5 yards. So they were at negative 5, and now they have gained, that's a positive, 5 more yards. So where does that put them? Well, they're going to go positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which puts them here where they started, 0. So the question is, what was their yards gained or lost? Well, they didn't gain or lose. They had 0 yards. We'll say gained. Well, we could have said lost in this case. 0 yards gained or 0 yards lost. They ended up right back where they started. Okay, so now let's do a we do, and I will need you to write down the word problem. I'll read it, you can write while I read it, and then you can pause if you need more time to write it down. We played a card game. In the first round, Elijah scored 5 points. That's good. In the second round, he lost 4 points. In the third round, he won 3 points. In the fourth round, he lost 8 points. Ouch. In the fifth round, he gained 1 point. What was his final score? All right, well, if you need to continue writing that down, go ahead and pause the video and then start it back up when you're ready to do the activity. And we'll go through this one together. So the first thing I'm going to do is start off with a number line to help me out. 0 I'll put right there in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll do the 2s, 4, 6. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. I hope that's all I need. We'll see. Again, don't shove the whole waffle in your mouth and try and look at this problem and think that you can do it all at one time. It's bite by bite. So we played a card game. In the first round, Elijah scored 5 points. Scoring 5 points is a positive. So we start with a positive 5. And it always starts at 0. He didn't have any points to start the game. So he moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positive points. So he is right here at positive 5. Now we'll go to the second round. In the second round, he lost 4 points. Lost is negative. It's going the opposite direction than we want to go. So he lost 4 points. That's a negative 4. So where does that put us? Well, we're going the negative direction. This is the positive direction, and over here is the negative direction. So starting at 5, where we left off, he's now going negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts him at positive 1. So now he's at positive 1. From there, in the third round, he won 3 points. That's nice. He won 3 points. So starting at the positive 1 where he left off, he's going positive 1, 2, 3, which makes him land on positive 4. So positive 1 plus positive 3, as you already know, is positive 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. And so here he is on 4. In the fourth round, he lost 8 points. So we had positive 4, and now he has lost. Lost is a negative, negative 8. So we're going to start at the positive 4 where we left off, and he's going to go negative 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That puts him right here at negative 4. Negative 4. So positive 4 plus a negative 8 is negative 4. And finally, in the fifth round, he gained 1 point, just one little point. So he is at negative 4, and he gained, that's positive, 1 point. Well, if we're at negative 4 and we're going the positive direction that way, so negative 4 plus a gain of 1 point puts him right here, which is negative 3. Negative 1 is here, negative 2, negative 3. So he ends the game with negative 3. So what was his final score? His final score is negative 3. Okay, and now for the you do. You'll need to write this word problem down too. I know it's a lot of writing, but it's the last one. So Elijah was playing against Caesar. In the first round, Caesar gained 7 points. In the second round, he lost 3 points. In the third round, he lost 8 points. And in the fourth round, he gained 6 points. In the fifth round, he gained 2 more points. What was his final score? So I'm going to have you go ahead and pause this video, finish writing that word problem, and try to figure out what Caesar's final score was at the end of his round, and get yourself to an answer. Once you have an answer that you think is correct, go ahead and push play, and I'll take you through the steps and you can check and see if you had it correct. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a number line on here again, because that helps me kind of sort things out, though you might be starting to notice some patterns already. We have positive 1, positive 2, positive 3, positive 4, positive 5, positive 6, positive 7, positive 8, positive 9, and positive 10. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 9, negative 10. That should be enough, I think. All right, we're going to start at 0, of course, because they started with no points. Both of them start with no points. In the first round, Caesar gained 7 points. We'll gain as a positive. Gain 7. And positives go this direction. Negatives go this direction. So he started at 0 and gained 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he is sitting here at positive 7 right there. 7. In the second round, he lost 3 points. Lost is a negative. So you have positive 7 and a negative 3. That's like 7 minus 3. So we're starting at the 7 and we go negative 3. 1, 2, 3. That leaves us on positive 4 right here. Positive 4. So for our next round, we're beginning at positive 4. In the third round, he lost 8 points. Lost is a negative, so it's a negative 8. We start at the positive 4 where we left off, and we go negative 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that has us landing on negative 4. So for his next round, he will begin at negative 4. In the fourth round, he gained 6 points. Gained is a positive word. Gained 6. So starting at the negative 4, he's going to go positive direction 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that lands him on the positive 2. And for the final round, the fifth round, he gained positive 2 more points. 2. Well, you know what 2 plus 2 is. We don't need a number line to do that, but we'll do it anyway. So we're here at 2, and we go positive 2, 1, 2, and that lands us on positive 4. So his final score was a positive 4. And that's it. If you understand this well, bring your notes to me for your closure questions. They'll be similar to this. And if you are still unsure, you can rewind, go back and look at pieces of it, or see me about a further explanation. See you soon.